This is gonna be really weird, but let me tell you a quick dream that I had about a very special bicycle. So I'm a businessman, and I'm getting ready for a very important job interview. I'm packing up my rocks, I'm drinking my unspecified red liquid. Why do dreams never make any fucking sense? I have no idea. Anyways, I'm walking along and I come across this bike that has a blender attached to it. For some reason I get on it and I start pedaling and the bike blends a smoothie somehow. That's weird, but when I tasted it, it was the most delicious thing I'd ever put in my mouth. So, I'm gonna build it. I spent way too much time on this intro. Alright, let me give you guys a quick recap of what I've done so far. So I found a bike on Facebook Marketplace. The guy said that it was lightly used, which it definitely was not. And I had to ride it for like 50 minutes to get it where I needed it to be. Then I took a bus ride to go and get the blender. And it's actually freak activity to hold a blender on a bus. So I ended up just wrapping it up in a jacket, but then it just looked like I had a bomb on me. To make sure that the blender worked, I blended up some flour and I made some macarons. They turned out horrible, but that's not the blender's fault. I'm just dog at baking. Then after spending a fuck-ass amount of time and money, it was finally time to start building. Hello. This is Marco. Marco lives in this house with like 7, 8 other people. I have no idea. I haven't even met them all. But the important part is that Marco loves to build things. Like literally within the first week of him moving in, he built a zip line in the backyard. Genuinely, what the fuck? And it's not just him. Like I can't begin to describe to you the amount of random shit that's just in this house. What is that?
It's a concrete block on a string.
So yeah, Marco is like essentially the perfect guy to help me make this build.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, here's my pitch.
Okay.
You have the bike kind of looks like this.
That's really good.
Thank you.
You're really good. Wow.
Let me show you how we're gonna build this thing with this dog-ass beat that I made. It took like an hour. I hate AI art.
We're gonna take the shaft to the blender and attach it to this drill adapter. This motion is gonna turn to a different motion now. Then on it, add a metal gear. Give a base, give a name, gonna name Steve.
That's his name, it's Steve. Steve, yeah, it's Steve.
Oh, add a metal chain and it's done.
Steve's done.
There are a few things I like more than this drawing that Marco made. One of them is my life. I mean, like, my health. Now listen, I don't recommend anybody build their own bike blender. Many things could go wrong. What if grease gets in your mouth and you need a dentist? What if grease gets in your mouth and you get a tummy ache? What if grease gets in your mouth and you kind of like it? That's a different conversation, but seriously, don't eat grease. Jokes aside, when stuff goes wrong, grease related or not, it really hits you how important it is to have access to the right healthcare. When you're in pain or something feels off, the last thing you want to do is scroll through a bunch of websites trying to figure out, oh, who's in network? Who's actually available? Who's gonna make sure that I'm seen within 3 weeks. If only finding a doctor was easier and didn't feel like a 5-tab master side quest. Well, that's where today's sponsor ZocDoc comes in. ZocDoc is a completely free website that helps you search and compare over 100,000 in-network high-quality doctors. With more than 100,000 healthcare providers in almost every specialty, ranging from mental health to dental health to eye care to skin care and much more. Whether you need a dentist, a therapist, a primary healthcare provider, or someone to just finally check out that weird bump on your deltoid, ZocDoc's got you covered. Like there was this one time I was getting my wisdom teeth taken out and I was really scared of going under for some reason, and then my dentist was like, hey, we can just freeze your mouth instead, And I felt safe. Like as a person, I really enjoy it when things are simple and just work. That's why I love zip ties, and that's also why I love ZocDoc. It just removes all the guesswork. And when it comes to something as crucial as your health, convenience really makes a big difference. You can filter by location, by insurance, by type of care, and this is the best part. You can actually see real-time availability and book right then and there. Just no waiting, no guessing, no stress. Most appointments happen between 24 and 72 hours, and sometimes you even book on the same day. You don't even have to talk to anyone. You just book with a couple clicks. So whether it's grease in your mouth or just growing up, catching up to you, visit ZocDoc.com, ZocDoc.com/kodekai, or just hit the link in my description to find the right doctor faster. I really do hope that you're never in a situation where you get grease in your teeth. And thanks again to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video. Anyway, the first thing that we had to do was attach the drill adapter to the blender, so we went to Home Depot and picked that up. We then went back to the house and we finally got started. Luke? Everybody meet Luke. At this point in the video, I'm sure you're wondering, hey, Co, how are you gonna get that little gear that you need for the build?
Actually, I thought that you were just gonna buy a new one. Isn't that what makes—
Shut up, I hate you, and you're prone to mistakes. We're gonna destroy Luke's bike, and we're gonna take the one tiny gear in the back and nothing else. Cause like, why buy a new gear for Steve when we can build him up with the blood of his enemies, right?
How are you doing? Good, how's my bike?
It hasn't been touched yet.
Okay.
Now we need to get into the guts of the blender, and we're gonna do that in the only way we know how.
Dude, this better be a union gig.
It's working better than anything we've tried so far. You know, we're a lot like Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein. They just don't want to admit it because I'm Asian. You know, we need to start being the face of media, and it starts with this.
I completely forgot what this project is. I'm so lost. Just know it involves the blender in my bike. Which part of the blender do you want?
That's part of the mystery of me. You'll never know.
Right. What part of the blender and the bike are going together?
The part of the blender that blends and the part of the bike that bikes.
Right, okay. So, it's like a blender, but massively more inconvenient because you need to cycle around for it to
Eventually we got into the guts of the blender and then we had to attach it to the drill adapter. What's the best way to do this? Probably not by using Gorilla Glue and paper towel, but we fucking did that anyway. We're a lot like Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton. We ended day one there to let the super glue dry, and at this point I know what you're probably thinking.
Co, you were already a dollar store Michael Reeves clone, and now you're trying to build things like he does? Is that all you do?
You buy his merch, you steal his vibe, you dishonor his craft. You live in a shadow code. There is no novelty in what you do. You are a festering hazard to both health and harmony.
The first thing we did was make sure that the drill adapter was doing its job. So if we, hypothetically, if we shove this in here. Now we gotta work on the base of the blender. Only problem is it's raining outside. So do we either A, get a little bit wet, or B,
Hey, I fucking love sawdust. Hey, I love the grain, I love the lawless. Hey, get some wood on the hardwood floor. If you manage the door, the dust goes messy, but it's flawless, honest.
I'm a lot like Albert Einstein.
Zip ties, fuck, I love zip ties.
Like, no guys, it's actually bad. Like, this entire thing is held together with, like, only zip ties. I don't know how this is gonna pan out. I hope it works. All this work just so I could get this thing to turn that thing. In case you're new here, this is Cody and this is Tegan. They also live in this house and they are good friends of mine. You like it?
It's something alright.
It's like a thought trap.
You know, when Galileo Galilei made all those discoveries about the universe, he was put on house arrest.
I think you're more like Archimedes.
I think I'm more like Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton.
You're like Alfred Nobel.
I'm not gonna say that name. I was gonna say Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Our next job was to get the gear off of Luke's bike. To do that, we have to get the wheels off first, so we need to simply screw it off. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Do we throw it off the roof?
That didn't work. Let's try screwing it off. Wow, it worked. And to get the gear, we can also just simply screw. That didn't work. Let's try screwing. Wow, it worked. Luke's bike is but a vile carrion now. We just spent like an hour and a half getting this piece, but now we can glue this to the side of this. Like that? Are we allowed to just... This super glue will not cause us any problems in the future. On day 3, Marco had to go to school, so it was up to me to put the blender on the back of the bike and attach the chain. I mean, it's just simple machines, right? It's not like I'm gonna break anything. I'm Marco-less for today. This is kind of not working. Okay, that's unsturdy. Where the fuck did I drop it? Now where's the other one? Where did I put the I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so fun fact, at this point the build is not working at all, but Marco did get off school, so he came to help me. I keep having problems in life and I keep trying to fix them with zip ties. Then these 3 guys just came out of the house. I didn't even know they were in there, but they're probably a lot smarter than I am because they gave me advice on how to fix my own build.
Oh wow, this is really something.
Yeah, you can't move it because of the harness there.
This is very interesting.
Oh, is there super glue here? Did you super glue this?
There was.
Okay.
There was super glue. Also keep in mind the tension matters too. Like you could add spacers underneath to add tension to the overall thing or something to maintain this in place.
Thank you, Mystery Man.
Yeah.
After they left, we took their advice and we just like played with wood and cardboard for like an hour. And then after tons of zip ties and tons of janky solutions, we finally got it working.
Is it turning the blender? Yeah. Is the actual shaft turning or? No, the shaft's not turning.
Ah, shucks! Marco told me that glue wouldn't work, and he was right! What do we do now?
We just need to glue it again then.
Let's just soak it in glue.
Okay.
Marco is very easily convinced. And we really needed this glue to work because on day 4, all we were doing was adding some finishing touches and taking Steve for a spin. Are we ready?
Yep. Let's go.
3,
First
2,
test.
1.
It's working?
Is it?
It's spinning around. I don't know if it's just the bike, you know?
Oh, they're going far. Whoa.
Alright. Anything happen? It looks a little blended.
Think it blended?
I think it's spun. I don't think it works well enough to blend super well. Maybe it's too slow.
No.
I just need to go faster.
I then proceeded to bike for like half an hour straight up and down this random alley that we found. And there are like real living people that live in these houses, and we got confused looks a couple times. But I just kept biking until eventually the super glue tore off again and we had to call it quits.
Steve died.
Steve died.
Cody, Tegan, Marco, and I then went to a scenic spot to enjoy our smoothie, if you can call it that. The strawberries are whole. Like the strawberries are entirely
so
whole.
disappointing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
3,
2, 1.
It's just milk and yogurt.
Nope. I'm getting a hint of banana in there. I'm getting like a zest of banana almost.
That's a banana and 2 strawberries in some milk and yogurt.
Can we throw this all back in, take the blender inside, and see if it blends? See if we can get it to blend?
Just like with the plug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we went for this pitiful last resort. We've put Steve through a lot, so there was virtually no real chance that it was going to work.
We did so many things to this contraption.
I think we threw it off the roof at least 4 times.
I guess in a roundabout way, I did make a bike blender and I did make a smoothie with it, so did it taste?
Yeah, it's a mid-ass smoothie.
All that work.
You wanna throw it off the roof?
Yeah!
Guys,
Svi!
I think Steve is broken. Holy shit, I thought you were gonna kill me.
Get home safe and stay kind, everyone.
Do you guess this a tax write-off?
This is a tax write-off.
Okay, I was gonna say, I really hope it is.